My dear viewers, welcome to our channel. That's Ani Media channel, and the program is Powerline Show. In this program, as I've told you earlier, we always talk about education matters. We talk about business. We talk about politics. We also invite youth to talk about youth creativity and other things that affect the youth. And in our program today, we are talking about digital or creative industry. So in our studio today, we are privileged to have one of the digital content creators, and I only know him by the name Biko. Maybe I want to allow him to talk and introduce himself. Welcome to us. Thank you so much, sir.
Biko, immediately one is born. Immediately one is born, and the breath of life is pumped into every fiber of existence. We became certain of life. Even though fear might blanket or rather barricade us into believing into the certainty of life, crippled or feeble feet, we are walking side by side. For that which is born is assured of death, as that which is dead is assured of birth. Birth and death, therefore, weigh equally on a weighing scale. Amazing. Amazing how the Almighty High Deity is capable of pouring life into death and death cautiously into life without spilling a single drop. A boy was born. A boy was born in the distant land of Western Kenya. The sun has to shine on him, then set. Shine on him, then set, for him to bloom. A boy was born. My name is Clinton Biko, or you may like it, Biko Clinton. I'm a producer, a creative director, and a professional actor from Empire Arts Productions. Thank you so much, sir.
Welcome, Clinton. Thank you. Dear to us, you have had a so fantastic voice. A boy was born in the western part of Kenya. Let us see what this boy has for us today. Let us try and know him much better. To my first question.
Yes, sir.
When people told you what you do, or when you told people, when you told people what to do, what you do, what did they say?
That's a very beautiful question. A very wonderful question, you know. And goes to the point. Good. They told me that is a scam. Yeah. Even my own mother told me, Clinton, I don't think what you are doing is legit. Because I remember the first time, that was back in 2018. I had just joined theater back in Nairobi, that is in Jericho Social Hall. I went there. I met my friend. His name is Derek Mangeni, and there is also a friend of mine. His name is Jeff Omondi, a previous actor who was Sanchez, who acted Becky. He was the one who auditioned me. So the first time I went there, he was, this guy from the ghetto. He went there, and people were like, who is that? And I said, God. A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Let me see what I'm gonna do. I went there for auditions. I was given a book. This book was Damnukes for auditions. And then this guy told me, you see, Clinton, I want you to do this. You see this story, Maskini Babuyan. I want you to get all these lines from page 1 to page 15. I want you to get all these down lines, and then I'm giving you only 30 minutes. And I was like, oh my God, what am I going to be? Am I going to get these lines for sure? No. I relaxed because quitters never win. Sure. Yeah, so I relaxed. I composed to myself. And then I went on the big stage in Jericho Social Hall. I started getting those lines, repeating myself. I took that book, kept in my pocket, continued rehearsing, memorizing the lines until I got it right. So when I got on stage, I did it. And they told me, go home, come back tomorrow. That was the first audition. I went back home and I told my mama, nimepata shughuli fulani huku Jeri, unaita Jeri, iko hapo Warambe, Nairobi. And my mom was like, Clinton, wewe ni msanii, unaenda Jeri kufanya nini? No, in Jericho kuna gymnastics, kuna actors, kuna dancers, kuna boxers. So my mom was like, umeamua kuwa msanii. Every mom, mimi nimefika huko, my passion iko kwa art. Na nilikuwa jana asili, nikakutana na rafiki yangu aitwa Derek Mageni. Nikamuuliza kitu anafanya because Derek Mageni, I went to the same school with him. So when I met him in Nairobi after nimetamaliza shule, and he was like, hey Derek, what are you doing in Isili? Blah blah blah, you can come tomorrow in Jericho Social Hall, then you can do, I can even see what I'm doing, maybe you can be interested. And I was like, dang it, this is what I want. And I went there, took a plunge, rehearsed the lines, got it right. And then I came the following day. At around 2 p.m., they were still rehearsing. I had to wait. So there is this guy, the famous guy from Art Masters International Company. He is a very professional actor. And I can say, it's my father in art. Okay, his name is James Webo Inyangala. James Webo Inyangala has had a lot of movies. Amekuwa Bumbaru School. Amekuwa kwa some series ziko Showmax. Na Netflix pia. So I met this guy and I was like, this is my fucking idol. I saw this guy somewhere when I was still back in school. And Webo was like, can we pick this one? The boss was like, nah. I don't think you can do it.
Yeah.
That is the second time I'm doing that audition. So, the boys, actors, how they behave, wako na mamazi zao hapo wasanii, huyu amekalia mwingine. I don't know the Nairobians, huyu amekalia mazi yake amemkalia Mina, amemkalia and like, huyu ataweza kweli? Hebu tuone. The second audition, I was given another script. That was a monologue in this book by Margaret Ogola, The River and the Source. Yes. I had to get those lines again because the previous audition ilikuwa ya Kiswahili. Sasa hii ilikuwa ya Kisungu to test my English skills. So I went outside there, nje ya hall. I got my lines very perfectly. Nikarudi, unajua kuna ile pia kukwama kidogo. Kakwama kidogo, lakini nilipata right. So after that, I mean, nilikuwa successful. I was told to come the following day again. That is day 3. Now your day 3, hey, my brother. Hey, I thought things are going to align in themselves very kombutu. Very kombutu, and very well. Oh my lordy. Kufika huko, imagine, walikuwa wana introduce this other books, set books. Kulikuwa tunafanya Damu Nyeusi, Kigogo, The River and the Source, Mustaikimea, Betrayal in the City by Francis Mbuga, and some other short stories. Hey, do you know they gave me major characters?
Yeah.
And I was like, how am I gonna get these lines? So, mimi kufika hivi kwa nyumba, nikakula sapa, sikulala, na nikakaa. Hasa ikafika saa 8 ya usiku, mama yangu anaamka, anapata nimeweka miguu kwa beseni ya maji. My brother, nimejaza script sifi. nashika hii 20 minutes. Hiyo ni Margaret Ogola. Yeah. Hiyo ni The River and the Source. Kidogo kidogo kidagaa kimemuozea, nimepatiwa amani. Kidogo kidogo Francis Mbuga na nimepatiwa character hapo. Kidogo kidogo tena hii nyingine short stories. I am a narrator, I am also an app in the same stories. Hey, niliona moto. But then I thank God. So from the question, going straight to the point, what people told me I cannot do, or what did they say? Hiyo ni kazi quick. Kuchekesha watu. Unasema mali unaenda kuchekesha. Atuenda kuchekesha wanafunzi. And I was like, si kuchekesha wanafunzi. You have to start from somewhere. And my mother was the first person to ask me that question, the same question. What are you gonna do there? Are you gonna do it? Have you done it before? And I was like, Mom, come on, you're really going to make it? Are you really? Mambia mama bana, wewe wacha nifanye mambo yangu. Mimi najua passion yangu iko wapi na kitu nataka kufanya. That is the question ya watu wengi wanaulizaga kwa usanii. Hii kitu inakusaidia na nini? Hiyo ni kazi. Does it give you real money? Ama ni mambo tu ya kukanyaga hapa na hapa kudanganya watu wengi wasanii?
Okay, now talking about, you've just mentioned something about real money.
Yes.
Maybe before I go to the real money itself, how long have you been in this industry?
Okay, I started acting from my mother's womb before I was born. Then primary school nilikuwa involved sana kwa mambo na scouting. Lakini mambo na acting nilianzia shule. Drama festivals nilikuwa sikosi mambo na trading ya drama. I did it very perfectly. That is why when I left the school, I went to Nairobi, and the moment I landed to that particular work in theater, I took it. I grabbed it by my whole heart. Okay. Yes, Harry. So it pays. I started acting back in 2016 in the Rico Social Hall, as I have mentioned before. Yes. The Rico Social Hall, hapo ndo nilidiscover kumbe, I can be an actor. Kidogo kidogo producer ananiambia, director ananiambia, wewe shikilia hapo kama co-director. Okay. Na shikilia wengine wanandao tu, wewe hata hii scene hujafanya vizuri, hebu turudie tena. And I'm like, I have to go back. What is going on here? Okay, so I discovered then I can do it. I started in 2015 and I'm still doing it. So in short, content creation pays. I know that it pays. Yes, I'm sure there are some kind of wishes. And before we even go to that, when was the first time you earned real money? When you talk about real good money, yeah. The first time I earned real money is that it was in 2021 after Corona, COVID-19. Back then when I joined, we used to be paid peanuts. Unapata unatoka show, unapewa 600. Kisha producer pia anachanganyikiwa na upewa 500, and you're like, what is this guy to me? What is going on here? Should quit. So I had to complain. Nikamwambia bwana, my producer, you're not good, ufanyi poa. I have done this thing and I'm the one who does all the roles zile kubwa kubwa nafanya. Hakuna role ndogo hata siingi. Piko hapo and I'm doing what's supposed to be done. Why are you paying me peanuts? And I was like, I'm sorry, but next time tunapoongeza. So ilikuwa after kila term anakuongeza 100. So you have to be patient. Walitufunza patience. So kila time wanapongeza 100 until ikafika 2021 I started earning 2,500. So from 2,500 something motivated me. You have to market and you have to go out there and look for that particular work. So I started being a marketer. I got a show. After getting that show, I was paid around 100,000. Gosh, 100,000. How old were I by then? I was 24 years. 100,000. And you had never seen 100,000. And there you are. The plus money niliona kama 100,000 ilikuwa school fees. So that's when I knew hapa kuna pesa. Okay? Hapa kuna pesa. No matter how long it will take, patience pays. And patience pays. So you dug yourself so deep inside there. Yeah. Because at least there is something. There is something I'm getting. All right. Yeah. What is harder?
what do I? So what's higher, learning the skill or convincing people to pay?
Learning the skill. Yes, you're right. Because unajua, you have to start from somewhere. I think nimekwambia hiyo before. Hauwezi tu amka siku moja atuwe ni director ama wewe producer. You have to be an amateur first for you to become a professional. You have to start from somewhere. So I think what is harder ukianza industry ni kulearn your skill. Once you have the skill, hii ya kuconvince people to pay, it is after hiyo ni mambo na marketing. Hiyo ni marketing. Lakini learning a skill and marketing that skill is very two different things.
Okay, yes. And they will pay you once they see the skill in you. Definitely.
So you have to learn it, okay, for you to convince them to pay you.
Oh, yeah, yes. What lie do the influencers sell about the creative industry?
Clout. They were chasing clout. They were lying to people. Kwanza sahi wakati wa mambo na social media sahi. There's this social media apps zinawadanganya watu lifestyle, fake lifestyle, fake money, fake things, everything fake. So kuna wale wasanii wanangoja tu the moment of hit. Anajua tu hapa kuna mtu anaenda kutrend and then they try trending with you. They take advantage of your content and then for example, I remember the day Speed alikuja Kenya. You know that guy? Speed, the famous YouTuber. Yeah. You saw what our content creators did. They want to be there with him. Hey, Speed, you want to take a fake selfie, a fake what? Okay, say, unaita pia AI.
Yes.
Wameanza kuunda mapicha na Speed za AI. So they want to convince people that, I know this guy. Oh, they have never even met. Okay. So I think what they spread, most of our content creators, the lie they spread about upper social media kwetu Kenya ni clout chasing. Living a fake life, lifestyle yako tofauti, fake money, pretending to be Westerners. That is what they do. Clout chasing. That's a lie.
All right. Now in life or even in this industry, there are ups and downs. There are valleys to mountains and there are times when you're on a plateau. You actually know?
Yeah.
So I'm sure you must have gone through something that was so stressful and you almost made you quit. What could that be?
Oh, don't take me there.
Yeah?
So time. Nilikuwa rehearsals.
Yes.
Landlord akanipigia simu. Shukaniambia nimefunga mlango. Sasa ilikuwa saa 12 jioni. So kufika hivi kwa nyumba nilikuwa na hii TV ya mgongo hiyo back there, si kama hii tuko ya mgongo hizi, and my TV, unajua mambo na hii technicals hizi za kucheza na machine. Yes, TV yangu ilikuwa nimefungua ndani, nikaweka connect kwa speaker za nje, and that TV, this is how that TV used to operate. Stima ikikuja na hakuna kitu ina play, there is nothing playing with that particular TV, inapiga kelele tu. So this guy amemfungia mlango. Hasa kumeingia kwa ploti saa 2 ya usiku, nasikia tu
mpaka majirani wanashangaa.
I called that guy. Mimi nilikuwa naishi Isili na mwenye alikuwa anatuchungeza manyumba anaishi Kayole. So that guy ilibidi atoke Kayole akuje mpaka Isili kunifungulia mlango. Nikafika kesho asubuhi, akaniambia nakupatie leo nale, kesho ukiamka hivi hiyo pesa patikane, kesho nafaa kwa rehearsals. Fika hivi rehearsals, hata sina lines. Producer kaniambia Clinton, toka and shika lines. That is how I left. When I left, nikasema hii kazi sifanyi. So apparently there is a guy alikuwa amenitext tu kwa Facebook, akaniambia Clinton, kuna kazi nimepata ya kompyuta hapa, simjui, stranger, nimepata kazi ya kompyuta hapa, hebu kuja tamu kesho. Nikajua tu si nimepata kazi. Nikawaambia kwendeni huko watu bwana, mimi sifanye nishapata kazi ya kompyuta. My brother. Kufika hivi Nairobi kumpe ilikuwa najiingiza kwa moto. Kumbuka zilipo range huku. Yes, nimesha quit art. Nimeenda town kutafuta kazi ya kompyuta huko Luthuri huko chini. Hey, there is something weird I did in 2018 when I was still a kid without an ID and I kept quiet thinking that I'll never be caught. Kufika pale Tomboya Street. Kuna statue fulani na kwanga ya Tomboya hapa nje. Unaona haka hizi kutoka haka hizi ukuje hapa Mr. Price ama Mr. There is this statue ni kwanga ya Tomboya hapa kutoka haka hizi. So this guy was like, where are you? Kwa wapi? Hebu inua mkono nikuone. Mimi ni nani? Hebu simama. Unajua watu walikuwa wanakaa hapo wengi hapo kwa hiyo statue ya Tomboya, umekaa hivi umezunguka hii statue. Hapo Mr. Price, inaitwa Mr. Price. Hasa Mr. Price, you kind of thing. So mimi nimekaa hapo. This guy anijui na mimi simjui, lakini nataka Jakaniambia hebu simama. Nikasimama. Hebu twende hivi, simama hivi, hebu inua mkono juu, nikainua mkono juu. Kumbe I was trapping myself. I saw some civilian guys. Kuja kani. Kuna wewe, nilikuwa na rafiki yangu, anaitwa Brayo. Kama lile Top Brayo, a very good friend of mine. Mwenye tumetenda kutoka Isili, hatuna kakitu. Mimi nimequit art, nikasema FUCK theaters funny. Acha ikae. Tunakumbuka 2018, yes. 2018 nilifanya nini? Nakumbuka ulitumia pesa 20,000 na ukakataa kurudisha. Backstory. 2018 nilikuwa nilikuwa bado nimeweka kama miaka 2 in theater. Tulikuwa tunafanya kazi Masters International. Tulikuwa hapo Kamkuywa hapo Wapitu Station. Tena ilikuwa residence yetu ya wasanii. Sasa mimi nimekaa hivi kwa room. Nimekosa show for 2 weeks. Kidogo nasikia Mesia imeingia M-Pesa baba farmed. Siwe M-Pesa. Equity Bank account 20k. Kwanza nikasema ni ukora ama ni ukweli? I didn't believe it. Nikaamka. Nikaweka simu chaji. Sikuambia mtu, nikaangalia. Confirmed you have received 20,000 hivi from Equity Bank account. Nikasema na hii msoto yote hii. No way. Simu zikapigwa. Jana umepata pesa fulani. Unaweza rudisha? Nikasema narudisha. Wenye wizi sio mzuri. Narudisha. Sasa mimi nilikuwa na wasanii kwa room. Nikauliza, kuna msanii ametuma pesa hapa and anataka ni refund back. Nifanye aje? Kasikia tu aje wewe unataka kurudisha pesa na hii msoto wote tumekaa hapo hizo rooms for 2 weeks tia influence. Influence mbaya. Hanyeki. Pusi my sim. Una club hapo Kamkuyu inaitwa Biagade. Twende hivyo. For yourself. Twende kwanza Biagade tufikirie kwanza kama hii pesa tunatuma. Totally. Tena nimequit kazi huko. Hiyo ni backstory na kupidia. Tukaenda Biagade ni kwanza kuna pombe iliyota Blue. Sikuwa nakunywa pombe. In fact I don't take liquor. So nikaumulia Blue nizinga ngapi? 2. Peke safu pesa ngafanya ndo fanyaje? Kaenda nikachukua simu kama hii yako 80,000. Kufika Nairobi nimesahau. 2 years down the line. Si nimejua guys. Nikashikwa. Kushipwa hivi nikapelekwa hapo Wakaisunyuma kuna ka police station hapo kama kadogo tu kakatao. Yes. Kaeko hapo nikaanza interrogatiwa. Huyu jamaa akaniambia uko na mafai nyingi hivi. Ananiambia ati unakumbuka 2018 nilikutumia pesa nikakupigia simu ukakataa kurudisha. Mama yangu alikuwa mgonjwa hospitalini. Nikakwambia unitumie pesa ukakataa. Leo ni leo, hiyo pesa unarudi, unaregesha. Sasa Benitz. Nikamwambia Brayo, Clout unitumie pesa. Nikamwambia Brayo, Brayo, I am effed up, and what you need to do is you have to go back to Isili and tell my mama nimeshikwa. Tulifanya nini? Nikamwambia pana, yes, oil another day. Wewe enda nyumbani kwanza, useme nimeshikwa. Sasa si akatoka kaenda mbio. Naambia wewe tuna shida na wewe, enda. Mimi anaanza tu Clinton. Guma pesa. I tried calling my director. Hello Mr. Director, nimeshikwa town, umeshikiwa nini, umequit kazi? Akakata simu. Ngajua hapa nimepatikana. So, hiyo swali yako hiyo, what almost made me quit? Desperation. And as a man, you cannot go around begging people to help you. A man, jisaidie kivyako. Hiyo ndio ilifanya karibu ni quit. Hii kazi inipatii pesa, malipo 500. Wanasema manama ni kujituma. Right, nimeshinda kulipa. How do I do? Ni kuachana na hii creativity silifanya kitu kingine ya man. Hiyo ndio ilifanya karibu ni quit. Okay. That was my story. Yeah. Swali imekuwa ndogo lakini story yangu imekuwa ndefu, paint by elaboration. Yeah. All right. So Mr. Biko, here's our last question. Yes. You know, at the moment you are somewhere. Yes. And we thank God for that. Yes. But now, if you had to restart today with just a phone, what would you do differently?
Restart today? Yes. Restart today, you restart. I restart today. Okay, I will restart today. That is simple. No giving up. Restart today. Yes.
Okay. Also, our dear viewers, we've come to the end of our interview. We've had content creator Biko. He's given us exactly what he does and how important creative industry is, and maybe also would love to encourage the youth so that they also do the same instead of just sitting at home and doing nothing and complaining. Say serikali saidia. So Sim, maybe last word for you to the people before we wrap up this show.
Okay, mostly I will go straight to the point to the people of Kimilili, and I will give up this point. Kimilili people, we are very creative here in Bungoma County, and what I would ask you to ask our leaders come 2027 or before 2027 is this: we need a social hall. This social hall of ours will make most of our creatives do something for their own. Mambo ya kusema serikali saidia, achana nayo. Tukuwe na social hall sisi kama wasanii, kama wewe unajua wewe ni boxer, wewe ni gymnastics, wewe ni dancer, wewe ni actor, wewe ni musician, wacha tukuwe na studio hapa Kimilili. Kimilili sasa is a very big town, tuko na mpaka Huduma Center. Kindly, if you know your leaders very well, leave alone their handouts. Tell them to make us a social hall that will make all this creative industry and creative actors, creative people from Kimilili to have a place where they can make their own living. Finally, I've told you I'm a producer, a director, and an actor from Empire Arts Production. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Boya Director. Yes, sir. Empire Art Production. Yes, and hoping to meet you next time. Thank you so much. Dear viewers, it's been a pleasure to have you, and thank you so much for taking a time and being with us. I've been your host, Titus Akolo. See you later. Remember to subscribe to our channel, Ani Media. Bye-bye, and God bless you.